Hi guys, my name is Masha. Thank you all for joining me today. I'll be sharing with you my journey with sickle cell anemia. My hobby is movie watching and singing most of the time. Well, since I was born with sickle cell anemia, I never enjoyed life as a kid. I remember when I started schooling, I was always in and out of school, like always. And I would get sick and I would wonder why. And I couldn't actually play with kids my age. Most of the time I was always keeping warm. Mom will always tell me, keep warm. And I would ask, why? Why? When my mom used to take me to the clinic, the nurses would ask her why I was pale and paperweight, and most of the time I was sick and I would cry a lot and I had pains, severe pains in my joints, and I completely lost my appetite. Completely. I wasn't eating. They would force me to eat, but nothing. What made my parents concerned is that most of the time I had swollen joints, fever, paleness, and I was crying a lot. That made them really worried. My parents thought it was a minor childhood infection, just like how kids get ill and later they feel better. But mine was opposite to that. I remember this one time my mom told me that I got sick and she took me to the hospital. When we got there, the doctor suggested that we run a test known as electrophoresis to determine whether I was a sickler or not. After a couple of days, the results came in, and man, to our surprise, I was a sickler. And that's when table completely turned on us, and it was a living nightmare for my family and I. My parents were guided and counseled because this disease had never been had in our family. Till Hosi ikawa like a second home to me, because Monday I was at school, the whole week Hosi. Most of the time I was going for blood transfusion. Always. Kila wakati blood transfusion, niko Hosi. Till nurses wakaanza kutease mom. Wanamwambia, Mama Masha, Masha's bed iko pale kwa kona. From there life haijakuwa easy because Monday I was at school, Tuesday and the rest of the week nilikuwa Hosi. And ikafika hadi a point like my friends walikuwa naogopa kucheza na mimi because this one time nilikuwa nacheza and then I fell na kupelekwa Hosi, nilikuwa nimevunjika mkono. So one of my friends, I think, I overhear my mom's conversation saying that I was sick and whatever. So akaenda akaambia wengine wasicheze na Masha cause msichana kitu yoyote sijui. Like, they just started spreading rumors about me. So, and at school, children will ask like, Monday Masha kwa shule and Tuesday and the rest of the week she isn't. Where is she? I would miss lessons till at an exam I couldn't understand anything. Nothing. Life was going on just as usual, me being sick, going for blood transfusions, missing out in school, going back to school. And until when I turned 8 years old, on a Monday, I was at school at the assembly ground when I collapsed. And my teachers, plus my class teacher and other teachers, came to my rescue. They took me to class and they did some first aid. And after I regained consciousness, my class teacher called my mom. And my mom akakam. And she took me to the hospital. When we got there, just a look at the doctor and he said that I had stroke. Immediately he sent us to do blood transfusion and to get an MRI of my brain, which we did. I was given blood transfusion immediately and an MRI was done to determine the nature of the stroke. From there, the doctor came in with the results and he told my mom, "Mom, uko na bahati, it's not a hemorrhage, go." My mom akapenduka, akaniangalia, and she was crying and she was so devastated. And that time I couldn't actually understand the meaning of what is going on, like these terms that the doctors are using. I was just lying there lost, completely lost. But when I saw my mom crying and very worried, I knew that something was wrong with me somewhere. And that's when life became a living hell, because I was dealing with two conditions, sickle cell and stroke at the same time. Stayed in hospital for quite some time, and during that time I was going through blood transfusion and more blood transfusion and physiotherapy in order to regain my mobility and speech, because I couldn't walk, stand, nor talk, because my mouth was deviated, completely deviated. After suffering stroke, I had to leave school for a while because of the difficulties in walking. I had to stay at home, and that I was also being homeschooled. So my mom, being a teacher, she came to my school. It was hard. That was her toughest moment in life, because she had to alternate from school to home, and her mind was usually diverted to me because she would call most of the time to check up on me, whether I was okay, I was eating, I was sick, how was I feeling, until she wanted to resign just to take care of me. My dad, though he was far, he will always make calls just to make sure that I was okay. Whatever I needed, he would buy, he would send money so that I could get it, and just to make me happy. So guys, if you want to hear more about my story, please wait for part 2, because we're not even half of the story yet. Thank you.